Atreyu Anderson, Kinsley Nussbaum, Logan Fagler, Fletcher Hansen, Danielle Metala, and Fletcher Hansen.
I'm going late.
Free function.
We don't have any until that I'm showing on here until class 4.
Okay.
On this, so Kobe Haas, 46033 is a scratch.
In class 4?
Class 4, Kobe Haas.
Fletcher's on the way.
I forgot.
They're coming, I see them.
Okay, for Kinsley Nussbaum.
Which one is it? So class 3, Kimber Allen, the 45929 is a scratch.
Okay, hang on. Class 3, Kimber, okay. And then I got that one from class 4, what else?
And then there's Kale Brenton from class 6. It's 45934.
Okay.
Class 7, Cashlyn Haas, 46035 is a scratch.
Okay.
And then same class, Kale Brenton, 45933 is a scratch.
Okay. That's all you have so far?
That's all I have so far.
I'm confused. So the kids that aren't getting in because they didn't enter, is that because they didn't write on their weight slip or they didn't enter their...
They didn't enter it at fair.
Oh.
They didn't enter it in instructions.
Covered is on the 46044.
All right, again, welcome to the 2025 Laramie County Fair Swine Born and Raised Show. This show features exhibitors showing pigs that were born and raised here in Laramie County, produced by Laramie County producers. In our first heat today, we've got Micaiah Wright with her AA Livestock pig, David Wiggum from AA Livestock, Livia Wright from AA, Atreyu Anderson has one from Frontier FFA, Kinsley Nussbaum and her Hanson Show Pigs, Logan Fagler from AA Livestock, and Fletcher Hansen from Hanson Show Pigs, Danielle Metala with a Hanson Show Pig, and Fletcher Hansen from Hanson Show Pigs. As we get started, I'd like to welcome our judge, Mr. Caleb Christensen. Grew up in Akron, Colorado on a diversified livestock operation. After graduating, he livestock judged at NJC and currently coaches football and wrestling at Wiggins High School. He's the owner and operator of CNC Show Pigs, which is about a 100-head show pig operation located in Wiggins, Colorado. Please welcome Mr. Caleb Christensen. As we're finishing bringing in our first class exhibitors, Class 2 should start thinking about making their way up. Class 2 includes Leander Hansen, Avery Moore, Fletcher Hansen, Rutley Hansen, Serenity Burkett, Cade Clark, Avery Anderson, Logan Fagler, Danielle Metala, Parker McKinney, Peyton Ramza, and Leander Hansen. For Class 2, start making your way up. I'd like to give a huge shout out to all of the Laramie County swine producers. Tonight in this show, the producers have all pitched in and are providing prizes to all of the exhibitors. Every exhibitor will be receiving a Showbox sticker. All of the class winners will also be receiving a prize and a feed scoop. And our top 10 will be receiving a bucket of goodies, and there's also some banners and whips. So again, that's really awesome that our Laramie County producers have all pulled together and are providing prizes to all of our exhibitors that are showcasing Laramie County swine genetics.
First and foremost, it's a privilege to be here, and we have the same type of thing in our home county. And first and foremost, kids, I know that the breeders in your county appreciate your guys' support and buying locally because it makes a big difference. And so I think this is a very neat deal, and you guys have a lot of pigs. I'm excited to sort them. We're just going to keep 3 per class, or my 3 favorites, I guess. But man, this is quality all the way through. If this first class is any indication of what the rest of the day is going to be, I think there's going to be a lot of quality pigs all the way through. If you would, please put your hands together for these kids as they go back. We'll sort your top 3 and place those ones for you. trio here that's really good, and maybe potential mates here on our top part of this class. But my favorite one's this young man in the orange shirts, Bear. I think in regards to the rest of the class, that one's just the freshest and boldest out of the backside of his blade. Still gives us a good look in terms of his proportionality from the side. I want to maybe make that pig pick up the speed and grab just another gear. But in regards to the gilt that's going to be second, he just swallows her up in terms of his forerib shape, his width and mass up high. I think a very, very nice pig to start this class. From there, the young man's gilt from the side, I really appreciate this one because height of shoulder, length, and extension up front is very, very good. That's a good hind-legged gilt that's very quality in terms of her skeleton. Maybe want to stouten her up just a notch in terms of her feature, crack her open there at the base of her sternum, but I think that's a really good looking, sound, fresh one from the side. Young man that rounds out our top three here, that barrel's one I appreciate just in terms of his bulk and his center body. For me, maybe just a notch smaller in terms of his stature. I want to make that pig just a shot larger in terms of his scale and a notch more extended up front, but a quality pig. I think a really, really good set of three. Please put your hands together for all those kids.
All right, results for Class 1. First place was Fletcher Hansen, second place Fletcher Hansen, and third place Logan Fagler. Fletcher's come from Hansen Show Pigs, and Logan's comes from AA Livestock. Coming in the ring now, we have Class 2. We have Leander Hansen with 2 from Hansen Show Pigs. Got Avery Moore from Curlish Show Pigs. Fletcher Hansen and Rutley Hansen, both from Hansen Show Pigs. We've got Serenity Burkett and Cade Clark with AA Livestock Pigs. Got Avery Anderson with a Hansen Show Pigs. Logan Fagler with a AA Livestock. Danielle Metala with a Hansen Show Pigs, along with Parker McKinney with a Hansen Show Pigs, and Peyton Ramza with a Triple P Genetics. Again, I'd like to thank a lot of Laramie County producers that have pitched in to make this night a little extra special for the exhibitors and providing prizes. Those exhibitors were AA Livestock, Curlish Show Pigs, Hansen Show Pigs, Frontier FFA, Burkett Show Pigs, Triple P Genetics, M Lazy Heart Feeds, and Spy Club Lambs and Goats. Thank you for your support for this show tonight. Class 3 can start making their way to the holding area. Kelby Walls, David Wiggum, Peyton Ramza, Leander Hansen, Aubrey Smith, Kimber Allen, Rutley Hansen, Keegan Moore, Haley Kopetsky, and Fletcher Hansen. Please be bringing your Class 3 pigs up to the holding area.
Man, this class is really, really good, and I think we could go 5 or 6 deep with ones. And just a honorable mention type of deal, young man in the green here, that's a good edged, good-looking one that's really short-backed. For me, just a little too closed up in terms of her knee. Young man here with the maroon shirt on, that thing standing still paints a really neat picture from the side. For me, we're just a little too down on her front feet. Her left hind leg gets a little bit pushy from the outside. Young man here in the orange, another one that's really practical and good in terms of his lines. Maybe just want to stouten him up in terms of his feature and ask that pig to go just a little bit more. I think I'm comfortable with the 3 that we kept back, and we'll sort through those. Very, very good class, tough and deep all the way through. Commend you breeders on this set of them. Very, very good. Put your hands together for all those kids. A top trio here that maybe provides some challenge because they're very, very different in terms of their type and kind. But I felt these were the 3 that just exhibited the most quality. This gilt that I start off with, I mean, has the cool things in terms of bone and shag. But more than that, when we study that one, I think she's the stoutest in terms of her jaw and her head. That's the biggest featured one that gives us a good shape out of the backside of her shoulder. And then my main comparison and why she beats the one in second, when we look at this one from the side, I think that her flexibility, her reach and range of motion is better. Now, do I want to clean her up there just back in her flank just a touch, and she's a little bit on the outside of her outside toe as she goes away from me, but I think that one's very, very neat. Just the combination one that needs to win. Young man here in the center of the ring in the blue shirt, that gilt, it has some wild parts because that's a tall-shouldered, long-fronted one. She's longer in terms of her body and level in terms of her hip. For me, when we get on top of her, I need to make her bolder there in her forerib. I want her to project more shape and dimension out of the backside of her shoulder. And then when we ask that gilt to go, I think angles are right, but I just don't read her quite as just truly free and flexible on the drive. That's what's going to keep her in second. This young man's barrel that's in third, that's the dense, burly one. That thing's really bold and big up high. He's got a big back. He's got good edges. That's the biggest hipped one. For me, I just need to relax him in terms of his angle, make that pig freer, more athletic as he goes. But that's a good presented, stout stout, burly one. Really good set of top three. Put your hands together for all those kids.
Results from Class 2. In third place was Rutley Hansen with his Hansen Show Pigs. Second place was Leander Hansen with Hansen Show Pigs. And first was Peyton Ramza with Triple P Genetics. Coming in the ring now is Class 3. Exhibitors include Kelby Walls with a Curliss Show Pigs, David Wiggum with a Frontier FFA, Peyton Ramza with Triple P Genetics, Leander Hansen with a Hansen Show Pigs, Aubrey Smith with a Curliss Show Pigs, Kimber Allen and Rutley Hansen, Haley Kopetsky and Fletcher Hansen, all with Hansen Show Pigs.
another quality class. The three that we kept back, I thought just maybe had the least amount of things that I wanted to change. There's some very neat pieces out here. For me, sometimes maybe just a little bit off in terms of the way we plant our hind leg. Quality set of pigs all the way through that are stout, that are muscular, and ones that are good-bodied, good feeding type of pigs. If you would, put your hands together for all these kids as we sort our top three.
We'd like to thank Kelly with Rugged Grace Photography for being in the ring today, taking pictures of all of our exhibitors during the Born and Raised show. Kelly highly supports students in their projects, and her images can be downloaded for free from her site. Just find Rugged Grace Photography on Facebook for more information.
Our class winner isn't maybe overly happy to be here, but I think that's the best one. Just in terms of look, proportionality from the side, being one that's still fresh in terms of his shape and good in his body shape. Read that one stout enough in terms of his feature and gives us a good look from the side as well. I think that one's probably the truly most flexible, athletic one out here. I think a very nice place to start. From there, the young man in the orange shirt has our second place in this class, and that gilt from the side gives us a good look because she's extended up front. She's good in terms of her depth and her body. I like that one's lines and length of hip. For me, when we study that gilt coming and going, she gets a little swivelly out of her front feet. Every now and then, our hind leg just plants just a little bit outside of her body wall, but a very quality gilt there that's very nice presented. Young man brings us one here in third that has the cool pieces because that's a neat, tight jaw and cool skull, tight ear set, and I like that front third about that pig, good in terms of his shape. For me, we're just a little bit shorter in terms of our hip, and I need that pig to just get out, go a notch more athletic, but that's a quality one and a good set of top three. Put your hands together for all those kids.
Results for Class 3. In third place was Leander Hansen. Second place, Fletcher Hansen. And first place, Rutley Hansen, all of Hansen Show Pigs. We've got Class 4 entering the ring now. Exhibitors include Serenity Burkett, Benjamin Anderson, Aubrey Looning, and Reagan Allen, all showing Hansen Show Pigs. Gage Bennett, also with a Hansen Show Pigs. Peyton Ramza with Triple P Genetics. Case Bennett and Leander Hansen with the Hansen Show Pigs. Logan Fagler and Kenzie Lloyd. Rutley Hansen with the Hansen Show Pigs. McKinley Fagler with a AA Livestock, along with Carolyn Clark with a AA Livestock, and Sage Wells with a Hansen Show Pigs. And finally, Selena Millhouse with a Curliss Show Pigs. Again, this is Class 4. There was some cash found in the Dirt Barn women's bathroom. It's up here at the table. If you can come up here and tell us the correct amount. Otherwise, it'll be donated to the Laramie County Ag Teachers Fund.
Another really good class that's deep and competitive all the way through. Just a few, extra mention ones. Young lady here with the bow brings us one that's really good in terms of his body. Maybe just want to freshen that one up just in terms of his look up front, but a nice, stout, powerful barrel. Young lady here driving across the center of the ring. That one's good in terms of his bulk and his body. Maybe just want to make him a notch stronger there in his top line, but a quality pig. That young lady's solid white one gives us a really good look from the side. Maybe just needs a notch more just bulk and body to get in that top three. Quality pigs all the way through. Please congratulate all these kids. For me, this one's a little bit of a top pair because I think both these two are very good, and where their strengths are different. This black bear, I think, is just the most proportional. He's the roundest and most genuine in terms of his width and his expression up high. I think that barrel, when we set him into motion, that's the biggest hind-legged one that flexes and moves the most athletic. Where would I want to change him? And that's where that belted gilt has the advantage because he is a little just slicker jawed, neater looking up high. That gilt, too, good in terms terms of her shape. I read that one just a little bit off in terms of her proportionality in the way that her hip ties into her top line. That's a big pinned one that's good in terms of her shape, and she's flexible as well. She's making my job a little more challenging to evaluate because she's being a knothead for the young man, but that's a quality gilt. Just want to tie her hip into her top line just a notch better. This young man that rounds out the class, that's the dense-haired one that's slick-jawed, stout in terms of her skull, good, really good shaped. For me, I just want to crack her open in terms of her knee. I want to make her just a notch more flexible to beat those two ahead of her, but that's a stout, good-shaped one for sure. Please put your hands together for all those exhibitors.
We're still looking for Mitchell Tate for class 4, class 5. This is class 5 coming in the ring. The results for class 4 was third place Rutley Hansen and second place Benjamin Anderson, both with Hansen Show Pigs, and first place was Peyton Ramza with Triple P Genetics. Class 5 is coming in the ring now. We've got Benjamin Anderson, Avery Anderson, Mitchell Tate, Ariana Crawford with 2, and Grayson Hesser. All of those are with Hansen Show Pigs. Got Ezra Martins with a Curliss Show Pigs. We've got Leander Hansen and Anthony Rupert, both with their Hansen Show Pigs. Adrian Rupke with a Frontier FFA pig. And Jane Eller with the Hansen Show Pigs. And Thomas Rigby.
another quality class, and please put your hands together for all these kids. Quality all the way through. The three that I kept back, I thought just fit me more in terms of their proportionality and the denseness, extra stoutness that they had. Quality pigs all the way through. Please put your hands together one more time as those kids exit the ring.
If you're not already up for Class 6, be making your way up. Those exhibitors are Macy Tate, Luke Fagler, Kobe Haas, Chloe Smith, Rutley Hansen, Slate Hunter, Kane Hayes, Michaela Curlis, Hudson Wright, Ashton Rigby, Stacy Hayes, Reagan DeBall, and Rutley Hansen. Again, that's for Class 6 gate call.
Good top pair here, and flexibility sorts this for me. Young man, you've got a very, very good presented one. I like just how jet black that thing is. Makes him fun to evaluate. With that, when we study that one on the side, I think he's just hinged the loosest, the most flexible. Study him at his edges in regards to our barrel that's going to be second. I think he's fuller and he's fresher there at the edge of his top. Now, is he the widest gauged one underneath? Maybe not, and I think that's where this belted barrel has that advantage. I think that one's more genuine in terms of his chest width, his pin width, and his lower stifle as he goes away. For me, I just read that one more stilty and more hesitant in terms of his movement. I want that barrel to just get out and go, but that's a good proportioned one that is big in his chest. Like I said, when we get on top of him, I want to make that one just have a notch more pop there out of the backside of his shoulder and through his loin, but I think a very quality barrel as well. Young man's kind of off-belted gilt here. That one is good in terms of her shape. She's stout in her skull. For me, we just get a little bit too flat in terms of our front feet. We're a little flatter in terms of our body shape, but I think a loose hinged gilt that's good in terms of our lines. Really high quality class. Put your hands together for all those kids.
Results for Class 5. In third place was Thomas Rigby with his AA livestock pig. Second place was Leander Hansen with his Hansen show pigs. And first place was Ezra Martins with a Curlis show pigs. Entering now is Class 6. These exhibitors include Macy Tate, Luke Fagler, and Kobe Haas, all with Hanson Show Pigs. Chloe Smith with Curlis Show Pigs. Rutley Hanson, Slate Hunter, both with Hanson Show Pigs. Kane Hayes with a AA Livestock. Michaela Curlis with a Curlis Show Pigs. Hudson Wright with a Hanson Show Pigs. Ashton Rigby and Stacy Hayes, both with AA Livestock. And Reagan DeBall and Rutley Hanson with Hanson Show Pigs.
Another really deep class, and I kept 4 of them back. I thought those were the 4 that had the most interesting and the unique pieces that I wanted to reevaluate. Quality pigs all the way through. I mean, this set of Berkshires here, very good in terms of their practicality, their body shape. This Hereford gilt here, real stout in terms of a mug, and I like that. Young lady over there with a good presented one that's good shape for me, and we just need to clean that one up just a notch there in terms of his front third. Very, very good set. I commend you breeders, you kids on this class. Very good job. Put your hands together for all these kids, and we'll sort those top 4 again.
Again, we'd like to thank all the sponsors for the prizes that exhibitors are getting tonight for participating in the Laramie County Born and Raised Show. Those sponsors include AA Livestock, Hanson Show Pigs, Curlis Show Pigs, Frontier FFA, Burkett Show Pigs, Triple P Genetics, M Lazy Heart Feeds, and Spy Club Lambs and Goats. Class 7 should be making their way to the holding ring. Jacob Palma, Kinsley Nussbaum, Lily Lewis, Slate Hunter with 2, Alexandra Krogan, Skylar Badger, Fletcher Hansen, Kinsey Lloyd, and McKenna Hesser.
I probably broke the rules a little bit by keeping 4. We're only supposed to keep 3, but I thought all 4 of these were very high quality. My favorite one is the worst showing one. She's just being an absolute knothead for that young man to look at, but that is quality livestock. I'm not scared to use a red one when they're that big featured. They're that good in terms of their chest, wild looking, and still really flexible. You know, I want to make her center body just a notch more full, and want to freshen her up just a little bit there in the center portion of her body. But that's a big-legged, dense, burly one that moves really, really well. Hard to get a great look at, but that one's my favorite. From there, I think it gets close because these crossbreds obviously have maybe some more bells and whistles. But I think when we study them in terms of genuineness, this red gilt here needs to go second. She's the most opened up there at the base of her chest. I like this one in comparison to our class winner, better in terms of her length of back and her body shape. For me, when I get behind her, I just didn't read her quite as square in terms of her pin to hawk to ground, but that's still a good looking, dense, burly one that moves plenty good enough for me. Between 3 and 4, both quality pigs, just different in terms of their type and kind, probably about as far as you can get them. For me, the young man's belted gilt just fits my kind more from the side. That's a tall-shouldered, slick-looking one. Good in terms of her lines. I think her angles and flexibility read right. For me, I got to change her in terms of her chest and her knee. That gilt is awesome from the side. Going away, I just want her to have just a notch more bulk and power. That's where the young lady's really good presented one has the advantage, because that's the short-backed, bold-bodied, big up high one. For me, that one just gets a little bit too much like me. We're a little too big in terms of our belly. Needs to be a little bit cuter from the side, but that's a stout, powerful one that still has a quality hind leg. Really tough class, quality all the way through. Please help me congratulate all these kids. Good job. Good job. Yep.
Results from Class 6. In fourth place was Michaela Curlis with Curlis Show Pigs. Third place was Rutley Hansen with the Hansen Show Pigs. And second place was Stacy Hayes. And first place was Thomas Rigby, both of those with AA livestock pigs. Class 7 is entering the ring now. Exhibitors include Jacob Palmer and Kinsley Nussbaum, both with Hansen Show Pigs. Lily Lewis with a AA livestock. Slate Hunter with a Triple P Genetics, and Slate Hunter with a Hansen Show Pigs. Alexandra Krogan with a Curlis Show Pigs. Skylar Badger and Fletcher Hansen, both with Hansen Show Pigs. Kinsey Lloyd and McKenna Hesser has a Peyton or a Triple P Genetics.
Another really good class here, and obviously some of these things are not excited to be back in the show ring. I believe you guys showed yesterday. Some of them just being a little bit ornery, but quality pigs all the way through. A few of them that are really close to getting kept back. This young lady in the tie-dyed shirt, that spot gilt from the side paints a really neat picture. Just need her to have more stuff. Young lady here in the black shirt, that gilt's really nice. For me, just a little wide as she goes away, but quality pigs all the way through. Young man over there, that gilt has an injury. If that one moves more comfortably, she probably gets a pin. Good set of pigs all the way through. Please congratulate all those kids and breeders. I think a really logical place to start is the young man here with the belted gilt. That one just in terms of proportionality, look and build from the side, but still has enough punch and power. Of our top trio, I read her the freshest in terms of her edge to her back, and I appreciate that about her. A very good presented one as well. For me, it gets a little tighter here between 2 and 3 because they're very different, and obviously we have 2 different breeds. But the young lady's Blue Barrow wins just in terms of his cleanliness, his joints, his height, the shoulder. I just read that one more collected in terms of his skeleton as he goes away. That barrow, I want to make him just a shot edgier there on the top side of his skeleton, but a Blue Barrow that's big and good looking. Young man spotted gilt, that one's cracked open wider in terms of the base of her sternum and her chest. That gilt's got a big upper back and big upper hip. For me, when we study her going away, I just want to clean her hock joint up, maybe want to redesign the way that she sits down on her toe as she goes away. But for a spotted gilt, that one's big and powerful, and I appreciate those things. Congratulations to that young man as well. Very good class. Put your hands together for all those kids.
Results from Class 7. In third place, Jacob Palma with a Hanson Show Pigs. Second place, Cale Brenton with a Curlis Show Pigs. And first place was Fletcher Hanson with a Hanson Show Pigs. In the ring now is Class 8. Exhibitors include Neve Sloan with a AA livestock pig, David Heinert and Lily Badger, both with Hanson Show pigs, Cade Clark with a AA livestock, Kinsley Curlis with a Curlis Show pigs, Harper Jeffrey with a Hanson Show pigs, Ashton Rigby with a AA livestock, Haley Kopetsky, Livia Wright, Maya Alonso, and Micaiah Wright, all with Hanson Show pigs, and Abigail James with a Frontier FFA.
Another quality class here. There's some differences, obviously, in terms of type and kind. Young man's belted gilts real close to coming back here. Good shaped, good looking one. Just want to maybe make her just a notch wider. That Hereford, I think, is really quality in terms of his build and from the side. Good representatives all the way through. Please put your hands together for all those kids.
Class 9 should be making their way to the holding ring. Kinsley Nussbaum, Harper Jeffrey, Peyton Ramza, Anthony Rupert, Adrian Rupke, Slate Hunter, Hudson Wright, Abigail James, David Heinert, and Sage Wells. Tonight we have Kelly with Rugged Grace Photography in the ring taking pictures. Kelly likes to highly support students and their projects. Her images can be downloaded for free from her site. Just find Rugged Grace Photography on Facebook for more information. She'd also like to thank Capital Roofing for sponsoring their photography today.
This top pair is real close in my mind, and they're nothing alike. Their strengths are completely different. The areas that I want them to change probably complement each other. I just think that this bluegill has so much more just in terms of bulk and true width and dimension out of the backside of her blade. That's a cool colored patterned one that I think just fits really good in terms of her top line. Study that one going away. And in regards to the Duroc barrel, and granted we're talking about crossbreds versus pures, she's just bigger in terms of her pin set. She's more genuine in terms of the shape that she has through her stifle. That gill's just more busted open, has more product and more stuff up high. Plus, I still think that one proportions and gives us a good look from the side. And this young man's red barrel, I'd imagine in a class of just reds, this one's probably pretty tough to beat because he's just so genuine in terms of his look and proportions from the side. It's a stout mugged one that's big in terms of his front foot. His height to shoulder, his flexibility is very good. And in regards to red ones, I think he has enough stuff. But today we're talking about him compared to that crossbred gill. I just want that pig to have just a notch more hard turn out of the backside of his shoulder. Want his upper hip to be just a notch bulkier. That is the advantage, though, that he has in terms of our second to third placing here. Young lady's gill or barrel, follows in terms of type and kind, being a tall-shouldered, flexible one. I just read that one of our top three. Needing to have the most just genuine stuff and punch, but a quality pig for that young lady. A good top three that was fun to evaluate. Put your hands together and congratulate those three exhibitors, please.
Results from Class 8. In third place was Ashton Rigby with her AA livestock pig. Second place was Cade Clark with a AA livestock. And first place was Kinsley Curlis with a Curlis show pigs. Entering the ring is our final class for tonight. Class 9, it's Kinsley Nussbaum and Harper Jeffrey with Hanson show pigs. Peyton Ramza with a Triple P Genetics. Anthony Rupert with a Hanson show pigs. Adrian Rumpke with a Hanson show pigs. Slate Hunter with Triple P Genetics. Hudson Wright with AA livestock. Abigail James with a Curlis show pigs. And David Heinert and Sage Wells with Hanson show pigs. All right, as we get this last class going in the ring, we also need firsts and seconds from all the previous classes to be coming up. From Class 1, we need Fletcher Hansen and Fletcher Hansen. From Class 2, we need Peyton Ramza and Leander Hansen. Class 3, we need Rutley Hansen and Fletcher Hansen. In Class 4, we need Peyton Ramza and Benjamin Anderson. From Class 5, we need Ezra Martins and Leander Hansen. From Class 6, we need Thomas Rigby and Stacy Hayes. Class 7, Fletcher Hansen and Cale Brenton. And Class 8, Kinsley Curlis and Cade Clark. Third places should be hanging out at their pens, but watching and being ready if they need to come up. We are going to go to place out to 10th overall.
Final class of the day, still bringing us quality all the way through. Very, very good set of them. Young man right here, you're real close to getting kept back. I just need that bear to be a little fresher there in his loin and the way he ties his ham loin in. But that's a neat looking one that's athletic. Appreciate that about him. That Durock's a wide, stout one. Young lady's off belted gilt here. Good look from the side for me at this weight. Just wanted to have a notch more oomph and body to her. Good set all the way through. Please congratulate all those kids. We'll select your top 3 here.
Thank you.
Hey, good. The narrow-belted gilt here, I think, is the safest place to start. I want to fix her in one area, and that's just the way she plants her left hind foot. But outside of that, that's a stout-skulled, fresh-bodied, good-shaped one, very, very highly presented. That I think, in terms of range of motion, is good. It's just going away there. I want to square her toes up. But in regards to her contemporaries, I think she's square enough in terms of her hind leg, and then she's got the bulk and the body that the bear does in third. She's got the look and extension that the gilt does in second. I think that one's just the place to fit. For me, this young lady's belted gilt here, I love that one's look and extension up front. That's a stout-jawed, slick-necked one, big-hipped, fresh-shaped. For me, I just want to tie those parts together just a notch more. That young lady's gilt is good-looking. Just need to make her hip tie a notch smoother there in terms of her top, tie her top of side of her hip into her loin just a notch better for me. I want to square her hind leg just a touch. Young lady's belt barrel from his shoulder back. I like this pig a lot because that's a big centered one. That's a dense burly backed one. For me, it's this look from his front 1/3. He's just a little shorter in terms of his cannon. And then that barrel for me just needs to be defined just a notch more in terms of the bottom side of his jaw and his throat. But I can appreciate that pig from his shoulder back. Very quality project for that young lady. Really, really excited to get back out here and sort our top 10 thought quality all the way through. Please congratulate all those exhibitors.
And you said that they're going to 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
10th overall.
Not necessarily for you guys, but for the breeder's sake.
Okay, so on my end, I'm just going to place champion third because that's what I need.
All right, we're going to get ready for the grand drive of the Swine Born and Raised show. Again, we're going to place out to 10th here. We're going to start out with the first place out of every class. So coming in the ring, and first place from Class 1 is Fletcher Hanson's from Hanson Show Pigs. First place from Class 2 is Peyton Ramza from Triple P Genetics. First place from Class 3 is Rutley Hanson from Hanson Show Pigs. Class 4 first place is Peyton Ramza's Triple P Genetics. Class 5 was Ezra Martins from Curlis Show Pigs. Class 6 first place was Thomas Rigby from AA Livestock. Class 7 first place was Fletcher Hanson from Hanson Show Pigs. Class 8, first place was Kinsley Curlis with Curlis Show Pigs. And your first place in Class 9 is Peyton Ramza with Triple P Genetics.
I will try to not get overly wordy. People that know me probably say I talk too much, but I think it's very, very important that we take time to, number one, congratulate the breeders for a quality set of pigs from your county. Please give them a big round of applause. The second thing is this facility is absolutely fantastic. This is one of the better facilities that I've been to in terms of county fair here recently. And so it's fantastic. We've got to show here a couple times through the jackpot and the other events that you guys have here. And don't take it lightly, because this is a fantastic facility to be able to host your county fair in. You should be awfully proud of that. And with that, there's a lot of people that it takes to make this thing go. There's a lot of people that volunteer their time, take this week off from work, go to fair board meetings all throughout the year. Superintendents that are a very thankless job, and if you would, I want you to give them a big round of applause and catch them afterwards. Tell them thank you for your involvement in our kids. This county bred deal is so important, and you breeders, I'm a little bit in your same shoes. We market most of our pigs to Weld County. We have a Weld County swine breeders show the night before Weld County, and I can tell you, kids, you guys don't realize just how much it means to us when you guys are willing to buy local, because there's a lot of places to buy pigs, and there's a big online presence, and you can buy pigs from every part of the country and get them shipped everywhere. But I can tell you, when you buy local and you invest in people that are right down the road, they're probably more likely to show up at your place. They're probably more likely to answer the phone. They're going to be the ones that are there, 10 o'clock at night when you're like, hey, my pig's sick and you didn't eat tonight. I need a little bit of help. Those are the people that are going to pick up the phone. Those are the people that are going to show up and invest in you throughout this project. So don't take that lightly, okay? Thank those people. Thank them for raising pigs, because I can promise you it's not the most profitable thing in the world. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Those of you that have done it, you know. But I can tell you it's very, very rewarding when you raise good ones. You have kids in your own county that you can see grow from day one when they buy one from you to when those kids age out. And you see the growth and the progression they make, and then they go and they place real good at your county fair. You go and win a class or division at your state fair. That's a big sense of pride, watching you kids grow from day one till you age out. I've had some of the kids that we help age out this year, and I can tell you it's changed my perspective just a little bit. We all want to win. We all are real competitive, but I promise you the relationships you build at the end of this deal are more important. So thank you guys for supporting your local breeders. And breeders, thank you guys for investing in these kids. This is a great show, great event you guys put on. Congratulations to you. You guys can fire them up. We're going to pick 10. My favorite one, I think it's just so good in terms of his build. He's got plenty enough stuff for me. Where's he at? Right there. That young man in the black has our champion.
All right, our champion comes from Class 3, Rutley Hansen. Rutley's pig comes from Hanson Show Pigs.
Drop that second place out. Obviously still adds to the quality of the mix. My second favorite, thank goodness, got a new attitude like this Duroc for reserve.
Our reserve is Thomas Rigby with his Class 6 from AA Livestock. Coming in behind him is Stacy Hayes with the AA Livestock, and also coming in behind the champion was Fletcher Hanson's from Class 3 from Hanson Show Pigs.
For third, another one that really fits me in terms of build and kind. Just think she's so good from the side, but still plenty stout enough. Young man in the orange here is going to have her third overall.
Third is Fletcher Hanson with his Hanson Show Pigs from Class 7. And coming in behind that one is Cale Brenton from Class 7 with her Curlish Show Pigs.
Fourth for me is one neat color pattern, big stout, big backed one that I think still moves good. Young lady's bluegilt's going to be fourth overall.
Fourth overall is Kinsley Curlis with her Class 8 from Curlish Show Pigs. Coming in behind her is Cade Clark with his AA Livestock Pig.
Fifth overall is one, I think, especially for their size and weight, neat looking, big backed. Maybe want to give that thing a shot of bone to get up higher. Young man here in the blue is going to have our fifth overall.
Fifth overall will be Fletcher Hanson from Class 1 from Hanson Show Pigs. Coming out next is Fletcher Hanson from Class 1 from Hanson Show Pigs.
Sixth overall one, I think is very, very neat. Just wanted to change her in one area. Young lady in the green is going to have our next one.
That one's sixth overall is. That was sixth. Yeah. Sixth overall was Peyton Ramza from Triple P Genetics from Class 9, and coming out behind her is Kinsley Nussbaum with a Hanson Show Pigs.
Seventh overall, one I think is real good for their breed. Young man's Duroc Barrow here is going to be seventh.
Seventh is Cade Clark from Class 8 with his AA Livestock.
Eighth overall, one that I think has some very neat parts. I think that one makes the next generation have some of those cool show barrow pieces. Young lady in the orange is going to have her eighth overall.
Eighth overall is Peyton Ramza from Class 2 with Triple P Genetics. And coming out behind that one is Leander Hansen from Class 2 with his Hansen Show Pigs.
Ninth overall, I think, has some really neat parts. Young lady's red gilt here is going to be ninth.
Ninth overall is find her class number. Is Stacy Hayes from Class 6 from AA Livestock.
Last time on the mic here. Thank you guys so much for having me. If you would, one more big round of applause for everybody that made this show possible and all these breeders. My 10th one is this young lady right here.
And our 10th overall is Kinsley Nussbaum from Hansen Show Pigs with her Class 9 pig. Again, a big thanks to all of our sponsors for this show: AA Livestock, Hansen Show Pigs, Curliss Show Pigs, Frontier FFA, Burkett Show Pigs, Triple P Genetics, M Lazy Heart Feeds, and Spy Club Lambs and Goats.